Oh, hey, Bruce.
Cheer, bro. Welcome to the South Island. Nah, hang on, I'll start that bit again. It's a bit South African then.
Welcome to the Free Farm down here in Wanton in New Zealand.
Oh, welcome to New Zealand, bro, eh? It's Choice As. Is that it, man?
It's gonna be a riot. Starts with this sound. Everybody on the dance floor, and that's not coming round. Got by the street as an enemy soldier. Doesn't need probable cause to hold you. Don't wanna have to say I told you. Don't wanna have to sing this song at all.
Welcome to New Zealand. People travel from around the world to experience the New Zealand lifestyle, and it's easy to see why. Famous for its amazing scenery, culture, and laid-back feel, New Zealand is the perfect place to escape the rest of the world. Thanks to its incredible terrain, action sports have taken center stage. From the winter ski fields to the summer bike parks, there is no shortage of opportunities. Two brothers, Dan and Brett Frew, have dedicated their lives to transforming the family farm into a one-of-a-kind biking heaven to share with their friends and fellow riders from around the world. This is the Frew Farm. Each year, action sports athletes converge on the South Island of New Zealand for what is now known as the Farm Jam, a unique event which incorporates BMX, FMX, and mountain bike freestyle into one incredible contest. The Frew family play host to the crowd and help everyone experience a taste of New Zealand farm life.
History of the Frew Farm is it goes back a fair way. My father's the 5th generation Southland farmer, so naturally I'm the 6th. It's now 2,200 acres, sheep and beef cows, very rolling green country. We're in the gorge luckily, so we've got the river and the native bush and all the rolling hills. There's always been a natural tie to the farm since we were brought up on it, and TV was never really much of an attraction for us. We were just out there. As soon as you get home from school, you'd be out there going fishing or going chasing some possums or get out on the wee motorbike and go for a skid round.
But if that's so, there is no substance, and all that we know is a lie at best. But there is no justice. There is only time and space, and if that's so, there's no control. And no
Farm Jam is just keeps surpassing everything that we want. The highlights really is just probably one of the biggest things for me is that first walk up the hill when I take someone, especially from overseas, notably from Australia, where it's generally pretty flat, and you walk them up there and they're just sort of blown away, and then they see the motocross track or the push bike jumps, and it's just their reaction is just always awesome, and you just see their smile and what they want to do and get up there, and then I know what these guys are capable of, and to see them out there shredding the dirt and doing what they can do, it's just always a highlight.
It's my second time here. You know, first time was so much fun, and it's just real mellow. Everyone just comes here to have a good ride and hang out with the boys. So, you know, after last year, I definitely couldn't turn down the opportunity to come again. So, I think as long as it's here, I'll be here with it.
You know, the Free boys, you know, it's a great thing that they're doing here, you know. Just the work on the course, you know, they build the freestyle area themselves, and also probably 10 times more work goes into the BMX sections and the mountain bike stuff. So, you know, that's a massive amount of work that those boys put in there. And also just to have the event on their place and invite all us, and, you know, everyone's camping in the house and you know, pretty much taken over the place, and everyone's got crap everywhere. So, you know, it's pretty cool that, you know, they let everyone just come here and crash and just have a good time at their place.
As the annual Farm Jam begins, the calm green hills surrounding the Frew Farm are filled with the alluring sounds of motocross bikes. I think it's about time to take a look at the new courses.
Back in the day, I was paying for sleep, and I couldn't get much ground. Oh, I was eating black while it's whole, and I didn't hear that sound because of what I did and who I am, because I love it goddamn true.
In the world of action sports, most contest courses are built, ridden, and demolished in just a matter of days. It is very rare that athletes get to session a course which has had many years of development and upgrades, such as the courses featured on the legendary Frew Farm. Built into the rolling hills, these natural terrain courses force the riders to push themselves in many more ways than the traditional FMX ramp or BMX park. This makes for a more exciting event for fans and riders alike.
Yeah, the jam here is just for BMX and mountain bikers, mutual respect all round. This year, the big line on the left of the track goes down, gets bigger and bigger, 24 foot at the end, but it's real steep, so you go twice the height of the takeoff. The hip line goes down, there's 5 gentle hips, and then it gets a bit more intense down the bottom, 2 more offset hips, which are quite intimidating. Half the guys are probably riding them and half probably aren't, but there's nothing wrong with them, they're just huge.
Brett and Dan have literally spent thousands of hours personally working on the freestyle motocross and BMX courses and are extremely proud to show off their masterpieces to the rest of the world.
The magnitude 6.3 quake struck just after midday. Rescue crews from across New Zealand and Australia are at the disaster site, where a state of emergency has been declared.
After being hit by a second large earthquake in only 6 months, New Zealand went into lockdown with rescue crews converging on the badly affected Christchurch area in a bid to find survivors and help the wounded. Flights were grounded around the country, forcing travelers to the jam to be stuck in airports and looking for any other form of transport to make it in time for the event. Athletes such as FMX superstar Levi Sherwood arrived just hours before the main event, keeping his hopes alive of retaining his Farm Jam FMX title.
After the earthquakes this week, pretty much all of our flights got delayed, and you know, you can't really do much about that, just go with the flow and whatever. But up early this morning, have a look at the course, and the Frew boys have definitely done a lot of work, you know, since last year. They've put all the nice fences up, and everything's kind of ramped up and popped up a bit, so can't wait to get out there this morning and get into it.
For most of the riders, making the trip to the Farm Jam is much more about laughs, experiences, good times, and friends they make along the way. Even in the hours leading up to the contest, they never stop searching for the next adventure out on the farm.
Cry clown, that is thee. touch it so.
Yeah, it's my first time here, so as far as I know the course has never been better, but it's riding really sweet right now and having a lot of fun, which is what we're here for.
It's been a busy couple of months here, guys. We've got all the sheep work out of the road. We've been tagging and drenching and shearing and all of the real glory parts of it, you know. So the hard work's paid off. Now it's just into focusing on the farm jam and getting amongst it and just showing off what we've got in the backyard. We've got all of the Australia and New Zealand's best mountain bikers here, ready to throw it down on the course. I can't wait to see it all. There'll be a few crashes, there'll be some skin off, throwing down head to head. It's going to be wicked.
New Zealand is known for its incredible mountain bike riders who can be seen leading championships and winning contests around the globe. So it was no surprise that many of the best riders in the mountain bike final were all Kiwis. After solid riding from a field of talented riders such as Kelly McGarry, Kyle Benjamin, and Lewis Jones, it all came down to Luke McCrombie and Connor McFarlane. Two up-and-coming riders with a lot of talent, both guys were going head-to-head for the win, throwing down new tricks and putting it all on the line. In the end, it was Connor McFarlane who took the win, despite a massive crash and a dislocated shoulder at the end of the session. Luke McCrombie had to settle for second, Kelly McGarry third.
You're all come all the way from America to come to the Farm Jam, and how are you enjoying it?
Oh man, I'm having so much fun. Like, the line is just hips, 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 hips.
So mate, you going to take it to these Aussie dingoes or what?
Sure, Kiwis all the way. Well, I'd have to say the Kiwis for this one, because Langlands and Jed, they're just animals, so I can't wait to see them on leash, eh?
Kiwis all the way, that's what we like to hear.
I've been here before, I've made all my rounds, I follow.
Every year, with more and more riders coming from around the world to enjoy the Farm Jam, rivalry heats up between friends to see who is going to take home the Farm Jam BMX title.
I gotta stop thinking for myself. Running in circles, just trying to keep you. You would never mind it again with it. See you, I wish you would get it, but that's just not you. Goodbye.
This year, Dane Searles and Cam Pianter are hoping to win it for Australia, while local favorites Paul Langland and Jed Milden are representing the Kiwis. However, it is the wildcard American, Anthony DePaladin, who looks like he just might steal the show.
Nothing, I'll tell you I'm better without you. I'm sick of the screaming, the fighting, the shouting. I tell you never understand it. I handed my soul for you to hold you gold in these strand. I promise you miss me when you never see me again. When you don't have me, when you need a friend. When you start dating, remember just what it was about. about me, that means you love me to begin with. When the tables flip and the ego gets bruised and it feels like you're losing, there's nothing you can do about it. It's over, I'm over and leaving. There's no in between, I'm just done. You can say what you want, but I'm done. You can beg and you can plead, but I'm done. You can tell me I'm everything you need and mean. If that doesn't mean anything, I'm done. Now that I've gone away, I've come to this conclusion. It gets harder with each passing moment. I'm broken, I hurt, but I'm woman and turning. I'm restless, can't sleep, I can't even keep focus. Can't eat, I'm just smoking and bleeding and hopeless. Leading myself past defeat, and I know this. And one is the loneliest number. It's been the loneliest summer, but just know this right here when I bring in the chorus like.
Once the session wound up and the votes were tallied, it was proud Kiwi Paul Langlands who took the win with a variety of banger and technical tricks. Second place would go to Jake Preble, and third, the American Anthony Napolitan.
Up to the big dogs, the FMX. We've got Levi Sherwood, Josh Sheehan, Nick Franklin, Matt Schubring. We've got a couple of the local boys here, Blake O'Connor.